right.
Keyona, I thought I told you sorry for what I did. You calling me out. I'm just
Oh no, I'm not calling you.
I'm joking.
But I appreciate you
Well,
taking responsibility.
well, Keyona, go,
Mhm.
I enjoyed this, but drop me because I'm at my appointment, y'all.
Okay,
Y'all
baby.
have a good day.
See you tomorrow, girl.
All right.
I'm trying to send you some gifts. I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on. She's like, send them. I'm like, send them, damn it.
All right, I'll see y'all.
But Keyona, do you think you can realistically protect somebody on the internet in a box?
Yeah.
You do?
I've done it a lot of times. That's how I know I can.
Okay, so my question, the reason why I asked you that question is like, if you and I discuss something in your platform, right, and I'm all safe in your platform, we talk about it, me and Atlas get into it, somebody blogs it and takes it to another live, and I pop up in that live, and they cuss me out up and down because of what I said in Keyona's live. Are you going to come and protect me then?
No.
No. So that's the problem that people don't get when they think that like I'm being protected by you because I'm in your live and I'm having a conversation. We just watched it happen. Let's talk about Drop, how they're doing Drop, because the things Drop has said out of her mouth on here, right? There is nothing wrong with her having an opinion and being able to speak her mind, but outside, because the blogs have grabbed it, they're eating her up. They're eating her up really bad. And that's the part where people seem to think that people should be able to protect them on the outside. And you can't. You only can protect us when we're in your area.
I don't think anyone is asking for outside protection because
a lot of people are. No, a lot of people are asking. Because like when you go to certain people, let's just say pick and choose. If certain people get picked on, you've seen it happen. Their whole flock come and protect them. But for other people, nobody comes to protect them and that flock jumps on them. So let me use you as an example. Let's say that I'm really under your wing. I'm under the umbrella of Keyona. I go somewhere and a whole bunch of people start jumping me and you get whiff of it. Atlas get whiff of it. Stormzy gets whiff of it. And y'all come to protect me, right? That's what some people
think we're having the same conversation.
Well, no, we are having the same conversation. I'm just telling you, I'm trying not to use any names specifically.
I don't use names. Okay, let's talk about it because I use names. I fear no.
So let's just talk about Don.
I fear no person on this app.
Oh, I'm not fearing anybody. I'm just saying,
on
like,
Saturday, Poozy, bloop. Soon as she said, "Yo ass dick in the boot," bloop. Go say that somewhere. Go say that in your room. And if Peach wants to come and listen, that's on him. But in my room, I'm gonna protect Peach from having to hear that shit. Now, if he don't want to protect himself and he just wants to ride over there and hear it himself, great. Or if she goes into somebody else's room and he wants to go over there and listen, great. That's their business. But in here, I'm going to protect him from having to hear that shit. All right. The man from yesterday, excuse me, Chastity. Hell no, I cut that right down. And no, that ain't going to happen. And that person, you know, of course, the toothpaste is out of the tube, so you don't know what's going to come out of a person's mouth. But at least that person in that boss thought, what, you know, that, you know, the content creator did not agree with them doing that to me. So I feel safe when I go there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about like when like you when a person tries to take the problem off the app?
Well, I'm also
that's not the conversation I'm having. That's definitely not the conversation I'm having.
Let's give a great example. A good example to me is Kay. You remember Kay, the girl that Tea Time helped, that she helped to move. Her daughter was getting essayed and Tea Time helped her.
Wasn't around.
Okay, so when Kay would go on other people's lives, people were attacking her, and T would come. There was times that T would come and protect her outside. And a lot of people are looking for that same protection, and it's not given to everybody is what I'm saying. So it started in T's live, and because T took her under her wing, she came out and protected her. So is that making sense now? Like, does it make a little bit more sense what I'm talking about? And I'm saying
I'm not talking. I'd be damned if I go out and protect any of y'all outside of the confines of them 8 boxes. It ain't happening. When you go to Tea Times Live and you get your ass chewed up, I may or may not stand up for you. I don't feel compelled to because you was in here, but I may be like, you know what? I don't like that. So I'm gonna say something. But I can't be sued, or I can't have people say, well, Keyona, you was in the box too. And Shay be in your box every day and you didn't say a word. I don't think nobody would do that to me.
No, I don't think so
I
either.
don't think anybody would expect it. They'd be like, that was for T to stop that shit. Unless it's a woman issue, right? Because we're all women. So they'd be like, well, Keyona, you a woman. She's, you know what I'm saying? She your people. She supports your platform. So, you know, you probably could have stood up. But if y'all are in there arguing about the price of rice, right? Well, I got to get in it because you come in my platform. But if you're arguing over the price of rice in my platform and somebody pulls out a pew to my bitch, it's $10.99 for a bag of rice. That's when I got to stop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I was trying to say is that I watched you protect other people outside of your box, right? So I do think that you protect people on substance. I really, truly do. But I've seen other people protect people just like what you just said. That pew, that stupid stuff that doesn't have any substance, that doesn't make any sense. And you just validated my whole point. You would protect me if it was something for substance. But if I did something and I was the one that created the issue and it's me and it's you, that's all I was saying. Was exactly, and that's the part that I like about
the problem that in the premise of this conversation, I played Nosy's clip, which has disappeared, by the way. Thank God I not stitched it, but
a lot of them are disappearing.
I know. Thank God I didn't stick, because I was going to stitch it, and then I said no, I want to play it and record, stop as I record. So thank God I did that, because it's gone now. But anyway, my thing is, we're talking about, as a content creator, a business owner, what you allow people to consume in your space and what you allow people to be subjected to in your space. Does that make sense? That's what the premise of this conversation. What you allow people to consume in your space and what you allow them to be subjected to. Because when I think of topics that we're going to talk about, they said they're trying to clear all the evidence. When I think about all the topics that we're going to talk about, I think about them in a manner of who can be offended. Don't we, Alice? That's what we do.
That's what you're supposed to do, because it's more so like the customer's always right type of atmosphere when you're dealing with like platforms or imagery, and you're supposed to have a level of responsibility, I guess, when it comes to opening up the door for people to freely speak. You want it to be a revolving door to where, as though if you show bias, people are not going to want to come in and speak their opinion, because they're going to see how you're attacking them or so on and so forth. So it has to be that level of decorum to where, as though people can feel free to come in.
That's just like, and you all are free to come in these boxes, right? But when you're here, you're here. That's just like me inviting you to my home and I got my front door with like 10 locks on it, right? I got my front, so it's going to take you a second to get out. Once you realize I'm in here playing, porn movies and shit. It's going to take you a minute to get out. But was I responsible for, if I got a television at my front door and it's got, some action on it from that I know for a fact that you don't partake in? Am I responsible for subjecting you to that? Being it took you to unhit all those locks. It took you 2 minutes. So the 2 minutes that you got subjected to it, am I responsible for that? Let's be clear. Am I responsible for that? Yes. The answer is yes. Because for 2 minutes, you couldn't get out. So you can stop it. You're an adult, you can stop it, but I'm still responsible for that I exposed you to that, to the time it took you to get out of there. So that's why we as content creators, once someone has gone too far, we got to go ahead and get it. And that's the only way we're not culpable, when we stop it immediately. Poozies went on for 40 minutes. I heard the situation with the guy from Africa went on longer than that. So at what point is this not intentionally done to people? Does anyone want to chime in?
But Shay, you can go ahead, Shay.
So I do want to ask that question as well, but I want to ask it from a different point of view. I like when people come, and I remember me being sick. I don't remember half the things that I said. If I came into your box and I said to you, Keyona, I'm on XYZ, I've been wanting to do things to myself. Would you put me out? Wouldn't you take me out? Like, I'm willingly, honestly telling you, I don't know what I'm doing. And I can look back 4 or 5 months ago and tell you I didn't know what I was doing. Would you put me out?
I'm not understanding the question.
So I can't explain. I would have to go into more detail. Never mind. Go ahead, Stormy.
I'm sorry, I'm driving my mind went totally completely blank. Would you mind asking the question again, Keyona? Please.
What I'm saying is, if I know you guys are grown and you can drop out the box the minute you see this atmosphere is not conducive to what you want to experience, right? So you have free will to drop out of the box. But I'm still responsible for what I subject you to until you drop out of the box. So so like the other night, Poozie's rant went on for 40 minutes. Yesterday, I heard that guy was insulted for longer than that. But the content creator is saying, Diamond, is saying, don't come over here with this sensitive shit, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. For the fact that you're subjecting people for long periods of time to isms. That we gotta get cussed out because we don't want to be subjected to isms in your space. So are you saying to me my space is a space where isms are it's free reign over here for isms? All the isms is free reign over here. I'm letting y'all know it ain't free reign over here. You can't bring the isms over here. We will talk on all those things. We will talk on race, we will talk on age, we will talk on cultures, we will talk on all of that, but not in a deplorable manner. It ain't happening. And you can't grow a platform like that. And do you even have a platform? Is it just I'm at a point where I'm like, homegirl just hitting the lick. This is not a business for her. She's just hitting the lick. You know what I'm saying? She was like, shit. As long as I can hit the live button and that shit pay, I'm gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? It's lit.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like
Say what you mean. I like what Jay Green just said.
I think it's people. My thing that people have on.
Norman, you breaking up, baby. My bad. You breaking up, Stormy.
It's the area I'm in on my way home right now.
Okay, go ahead, boy, mom.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Good. I just wanted to say the response to your the answer. Well, to put my opinion on to what you just said. Me personally, I feel like if it's your platform and someone isn't up on your panel talking or giving their opinion on whatever the topic is, if I feel uncomfortable about what's going on with your panel or with the people on your panel, I'm gonna drop myself if it's uncomfortable for me. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't sit up there and get mistreated in an area that I feel or in a space that I feel I'm not respected. I would just drop and leave. I mean, why would I stay and get mistreated? You're supposed to leave the situation. I'm not expecting you to like take up for me or because I'm grown. So it's not your job.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not your job. So, and I mean, we're going to blame the host anyways. So, I mean.
But you said you can't have both ways. You said
you
if
right.
I drop, then that ain't her fault.
You're right, but they're gonna the people in the comments or other people.
That's not what the conversation you and I are having. You and I are having the responsibility. I'm trying to figure out my responsibility to you. So if someone comes in here and calls you let's say a white person comes in here and say, y'all talking about, again, the price of rice. And he said, you know what, you black bitch, rice only 35 cents a pack. And you're like, no, it ain't. At my store, it's 99 cents a pack. And he calls you a black bitch. Is it my responsibility to stop him? Is it your responsibility to drop out the box immediately?
It's my responsibility to correct that person and also to drop out the box. It's not your responsibility. Or if you feel like we both not seeing or not, doing what we supposed to do in your box or respecting your box, you can drop out both of us. If it
That's
gets
my
out of
point. Now you may say, I don't feel disrespected. And so me dropping him would be for what reason? You say he ain't disrespected you.
Oh, okay. Well, if I feel like he's not disrespecting me, then let me. I mean, I'll carry on.
Now, if you feel like he is disrespecting you, but you're dropping, why I gotta drop him and you left?
Okay, you don't have to drop him, but I can drop. I can drop myself, but you can keep him on your panel, and I'm not mad at anybody, you or the person that did it. If it's not bothering me, I'm not mad at either one of y'all. I'm just gonna drop. I will visit your panel another time when I won't stop coming to your page if something like that happened. I will continue to come if I'm not feeling violated or disrespectful. I mean, it goes both ways.
It would still be Keyona as the host fault because it's going to affect the mass. It's not just one. None of those two incidents wasn't just one person that was affected. It was a mass of people, a group.
So whoever feel comfortable coming back to Keyona's spot can come back to Keyona panel. If you don't feel like she's done anything, they can either come or not come.
Absolutely. But
See,
for
here's the thing that we keep on. Here's the thing that we keep on taking out of the equation, right? It's business mindset, right? It's not personal preference, because this is not like this is your house and just take your shoes off when you're coming in and don't mess this couch up or that couch up. That's how you're comfortable in your own privacy, your security, right? When you have separate conversations where we're getting to know each other on a side note, right? Where you have a private only conversation with a selective group, right? But when you're talking about building a brand, an image, or trying to sell a likeness or a persona, right? Now you have to look at the people and how much, like even Lil Wayne and all the artists do it. That's why they branch off into rock and roll, or you might see them do a country song with somebody because they're trying to broaden their spectrums of clientele, or however you look at it. That's what you're doing on here. Like even right now, I'm opening up for the TikTok shop to be available, right? And my agency just contacted me and said, hey, do you want to do voiceovers for some of the products and stuff, right? This is how you market yourself as a brand. Your persona is going to be your sell. So when people can look you up and say, okay, they know how to handle themselves in multiple different settings, and they know how to change their based off of their environment or whatever location. If you just hood rat all the time, you can only sell that to a certain group of people. If I can use that as an example, and that's no shade on anybody.
People gonna judge you in the end. Even that group's gonna judge.
Right, people gonna judge you. It's the same reason why what's his name that was working for that comedian, that Dave Chappelle. It's the same reason why he walked away. He said, I realized that people wasn't laughing with me, they was laughing at me, and this is some of the things that
Lala, have you sent that subscription out? Because if not, get out my box. I done told you rules.
I'm sending them tomorrow because I want to send it to someone in specific, and I gotta wait till they're in here. I was actually going to send Ellis one today, but he subscribed before I could do it. I want to send him specifically. Okay, so
That ain't how that works. That's not how that works. See how I laid out a boundary and you crossed it again?
Well, so you want to wait till they're here tomorrow?
You said you would support the platform, Lala.
I just sent you a gift, Keyona.
When?
I just sent you some a while ago and earlier today. And I was in here tapping this morning.
You tapped? Because you usually don't tap.
Yeah, I was in here this morning. I was like, I'm listening, but I gotta take my kids to school.
I said, Lala won't even tap. She told us the other day, I can't tap because I'm driving. I said, God damn, Lala.
I'm usually in here. I'm in here silently. Like I'm like this morning. I said I'm listening, but I gotta go take my kids to school.
Okay. What's up?
Like at 7 o'clock, I start get my kids up, get their
Be
routine.
tapping the screen, please.
Yeah, but I can tell.
What in the platform, Lala?
Yeah, see, little Bill even said I was. I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay, anyway, that's
Okay, cool. She did. All right, cool. Okay.
So hey panel, hey Keyona. Well, I'm gonna say here's how I think on this topic. So if Keyona, if I come to your house and and you have people at your house and a fight breaks out, whose insurance gets sued if somebody gets hurt? Your homeowner's insurance, right?
How it work?
Okay. So it's kind of like whoever's platform you go into, that's their house, right? That's their house. Everybody runs their house differently. So while they might not be directly responsible for what somebody else says, they are indirectly responsible for allowing it to continue.
Right.
So like it's almost like if somebody gets hurt on your property, right? Your homeowner's insurance might be responsible. Well, if somebody gets sideways or upset or whatever the case may be, hell breaks out on your platform, the host is kind of indirectly responsible because you allowed it and you didn't stop it. Or you didn't control your panel, right? Because I think like Keyona, you keep your room very controlled. Not that you control us, but it's very controlled. It's orderly. It's non-chaotic, right? Okay.
I try.
Yeah, you try. I mean, it happens sometimes, right? But for the most part, it's very orderly, controlled. We know the rules and regulations, right? Okay, so isn't that the same thing like with other people? If you have to keep your panel controlled, there's chaos. It's almost like a teacher in their classroom. Mm-hmm. Let's equate it to that too, right? Let's break it down.
Right.
A teacher's responsible for their classroom. A host is responsible for their panel.
Thank you for the sub. Woo! Janessa sending out subs, y'all. Merry Christmas. Don't make me play the Christmas song on you.
Well, please don't. Please don't.
Can I chime in, Keyona?
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, my feelings on it is that you personally are a business. You have been in business for a long time. So when you look at the other creators, they haven't had their own business. So with you, I feel like your moral compass is intertwined with your business. So, I've heard you go off and everything too, but it's a passion that you have with helping people. You don't want anybody bullied, that type of thing. So I don't think it's a comparison with you because you are a business. You've been in business for a long time. Some of these creators have just only been in business for maybe a year, 2 years, whatever, gotten an LLC. But so your moral compass is kind of different. It's going to be different than them because you understand business. You understand how marketing works. You understand all of that. So it's no comparison because I think, like I said, your moral compass is intertwined in how you handle business.
One more time, say it's no comparison. I like how you comparison.
I mean, truthfully, it's not a comparison because, you see the newbie in them. You see the mistakes and things like that. Because I like Diamond too. And yesterday she was saying like, I think she said something like, if me and Keyona was to get together, a lot of people be mad. She said, ask Keyona. If she said, if you ask her, what have ever actually done to her? So, and that was my question.
When you talk about pulling up on me, and when this app was dragging you, and this app was dragging you, and I was out here like, she's a good person, da da da, and I saw the mistakes then because there's footage of me saying if I were her, I would do this, and if I were, I would do that. But she's so sweet, blah blah blah. And then, like I said, I broke my rule. I gave homegirl a birthday gift. Cash money. I don't do that. Y'all know I don't give out no money, really. So, anyway,
Okay. So
When you talk to my
I was there
life,
with that
my
incident.
freedom, that ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah, because I've been on for a while, but not on the message side of TikTok. And the first time I heard about you was with Miss Nietzsche dragging you. So I automatically got a sour thought about you until I actually seen you with the Keela, and I'm like, this she has heart. She's looking after, because I felt like that was a horrible situation for that girl to be dragged into, and so you went to bat for it, and so then I was like, wow, maybe the things that's being said is just not true. So I had to actually, you know, come and see what you were all about myself. And I'm like, wow, she's smart, intelligent. She's been in business for a long time, etc. So I just feel that, you know, like I said, a lot of people don't know business. And so they going off of just learning it as they go. So, and it's just you've been in business for a long time, you know, with housing, and stuff like that. So, you know, I just don't think it's a comparison. You can't, their moral compass is just not like yours.
Right. Chime in for me, J Trim.
I don't think that you can hold a host accountable for everything grown people do. That's just like if we at a restaurant and in a fight break out in a restaurant, you're not gonna hold the owner responsible for two people fighting in a restaurant. Like, if it's blatant disrespect like racism or somebody being homophobic, I think the host should use that judgment and drop them out the box. But as far as like holding the host accountable for people getting offended, there's no way you can do that. You have to hold grown people accountable. So whoever's doing the action, that's who should be held accountable. That's just my opinion. I get offended on this app often. It's people on here that make jokes about people with special needs. I have special needs kids. There's no way that the host is going to know that I'm personally offended. I'm going to be pissed off at that person that said it, not the host per se. But if we talking about Diamond specifically, I think that she does need to pay a little bit of more attention and be more alert when she's hosting these huge platforms. But I don't think that she should be held accountable for what people do. I would look at the person. Like, that's my point.
Sunset, by the way, thank you for all the nice things you said about me, and thank you for giving me an opportunity. I had a call came in from a client, so I apologize. But I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity after hearing some bad things about me and then judging me for yourself. That's another thing about my platform, that I'm trying to have people over here and let another side of them. Because see, messy TikTok make you feel like you got to come out that gate, rah, 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 rah. So I want people to see the other side, because people are seeing a different side of me. They're seeing a different side of Atlas. They're seeing a different side of Drop Queen. So when they see a different side, they're like, well, I like them now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful you gave me another opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to get to know the real me and not the messy TikTok me, if that makes sense.
Oh, no problem. You know, and I think that should go for anybody who, because, you know, the space is pretty much everybody going different panels. So back then you wasn't, I didn't see any of your lives or anything like that. So I only got a one-sided view. And I've never heard Diamond talk about you, but Miss Nietzsche surely used to drag. You know, anytime she came up in her panel, it was, you know, something about you. So I was like, wow, you know, and then when I seen you speak, I'm like, she's intelligent and smart. So maybe it's jealousy. I didn't know what it was, you know, but she never said nothing that you actually done. She just would, you know, have something to say about you. So, yeah, I don't feel like the person that she said you was. That's not that. I don't feel like that's you. I feel like you're really smart, and I've seen you cry. You have a heart. So, you know, so.
I have a big heart. People just don't know it. I have a big heart. Like, I just, like I tell people all the time, I don't take no shit. That part of me ain't gonna change. I don't My own biological father used to say to me, "You think too highly of yourself," and I'm like, "Why would you, as my father, tell me I think too highly of myself?" And thinking too highly of yourself is saying certain shit I ain't gonna do, and certain shit I'm not gonna put up with. Now, I wouldn't be walking around. Thank you, darling. I wouldn't be walking around here saying, "Oh, I ain't gonna put up with this and I ain't gonna put up with that," if it wasn't for the fact that me myself know certain things I ain't gonna do. Right? Because I that's just one side. I hate people who like that. You want all the respect on the earth, but you don't give nobody no respect. But you want to walk around this earth thinking somebody's supposed to, kowtow to you. Who the fuck do you think you are? But the reason I think the way I am, because I'm gonna respect you based upon the fact that you are a human being. I ain't gonna wait and figure out what you got, what type of money you got, what type of lifestyle you living, what type of religion, you worship to. I don't need to know none of that to respect you. And that's why I feel like don't nobody need to know none of that to motherfucking respect me.
And even with the youth, I've seen you be patient with them. Sometimes they make me so mad, with the rhetoric that they spend on, anybody that's 40 and over 35. They talking. I've seen you actually have patience with them and try to explain to them or give them examples to try to get them to see, has nothing to do with age, or you just trying to help them grow. And so you're the only one that I've actually you don't coddle them, but you try to explain to them, get your money up.
My job, that's all my job is. My job is not to be jealous of the youth. My job is not to feel like, well, damn, they doing things I wish I could have. That sounds weird to say to me. My job is not to be. My job is to be like, get your money, have your life experiences, do all the above, and them kids is not your beginning and your end. Because baby, you give them your all, and one day they'll give you their ass. But by the same token, you made them, you need to raise them. And we're gonna do a show. I'm gonna talk to Atlas about it. But I got some footage of this girl left her children, and her 15-year-old called the police and said, "I'd rather go to jail than stay here another night." And they took the mama to jail. So it's easy for us to go, "Oh, well, yeah, she should go to jail." But I want us to dissect that. If y'all don't mind, we're gonna do that topic. Because again, mothers got a lot with them. So they deserve a life too. But you got to learn how to balance that shit. And that's why, my job is to teach the younger generation. Look at me. Y'all see me cutting up on TikTok all the freaking time. I got all the time in the world. You know why? Because I actually raised my children. And they're off doing their thing. Sometimes, they're unhappy with the way that they feel like I raised them because I ain't take no shit. And sometimes they're thankful for the way that I raised them because they ain't in no shit. Right? So I want to have that topic so we can talk to the younger generation. Rashida, I'm telling you to get the hell out of my room now. I mean, he said she catch me every time.
Well, Keyona, I want to say this to you. I've been watching you for a while, and I have been watching Diamond for the past 2.5 years. And I must say, you and Diamond both are two beautiful people, and everybody going to have their opinion of you and her. My thing is, the only thing that I have seen Diamond do is pretty much, she does walk away from her panel sometimes, but she's not a babysitter to be keeping up with grown folks. They should be able to control themselves. It's all about control and but
they should.
They should. You're right. They should be able to control themselves, but some people don't. And as far as you, I love your attitude. I mean, everybody is different. So I'm not expecting you to be the same. I'm expecting you to be different. But when you go to other people's panels, which most of them don't come to your panels, and I don't know why, because we all need to come together because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Right. It's, but being that sometimes I have seen you go to other people's panels and you argue with other people on their panels, on other people's panels. If you want someone to respect you, you also have to respect them when you go to their panels. That's how respect is earned.
Right.
If they disrespect you, that's fine. But if they're not disrespecting your panel and coming on your panel being, disrespectful to the members on your panel, the people on your panel, then just
Well, here's the thing. Now, I would like to say that I always went into people's panels and respected them, but that's not true. But since I have been content creating, live streaming, I have a new respect for the craft, right? And I'm one of those people. Learn your craft. I hate when someone says I'm a such as, because once you tell me what you are, I expect you to know your shit and be able to do it well, right? That's why, again, I'm having this discussion with y'all, because I'm trying to learn my craft and what it is that I'm supposed to do in certain situations. Tell them they do be starting with me. Yeah, a lot of them start with me, but there will never be a time, I don't give a damn whose panel I'm on, mine or theirs, that someone can talk shit to me and I don't talk back. It ain't gonna happen. I shut mine down today to keep from really embarrassing myself, because I know I was gonna talk shit back. I shut mine down. But if I'm in someone else's and a Corey is calling me this, that, and the third, yeah, I'm going all the way there. Yes, and Monday through Friday, I'll be right back here at 6 to 12. Yeah. But I'm still gonna cuss his ass out.
Yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to cuss anybody out that disrespect you. And if you feel like you're being disrespected or you think they're being slick talking and you're supposed to cuss them out. You're grown. You can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, when you go to other people's panels, it's like, okay, well, we're going to say, for example, a couple of days ago, you went to Tea Time panel, and you and Corey got into it.
Yep.
And you got mad at Tea Time because she wasn't controlling Corey. That's not her job to control that grown man. Let me tell you what I think she was supposed to do. Was she was supposed to drop him because he's being disrespectful to your guests. But she don't have to do that. But that's what I would have done if that was my panel. I would have dropped him, because you're not going to disrespect her when she comes over here to talk. You're not going to disrespect her. But you know for a fact that men get on this app and they talk down on women all the time. Women talk down on men all the time.
But also, real quick, Boy Mom and Keyona, I'm sorry. Also, Keyona, when you saw Corey in that panel, I always gotta go. I gotta do the left side. That's what I do, right? So I
told y'all I don't like echo chambers. I don't like people to agree with me just because I'm mean.
I know.
Challenge me.
I might not win, but I'm gonna challenge you. So you know how Corey is, and you knew your energy when you went in that panel, and you knew what could have happened. So then it falls on you as well to go in that type of environment, and when he's done this several times, disrespecting women all the time. So
1,000% right.
I don't agree with that.
I agree also, because Corey do be coming for you. I mean, he have you on his backdrop, put all kind of crap and stuff. I don't, Tea Time can't control him, but it's just like with Diamond. If a man who will come running, with Atlas, if a man come in here trying to disrespect you, Atlas got a mouth. He gonna go off about it. So I think that you know what I'm saying. Tea Time may have caught a stray.
She didn't. I'm gonna tell you why. In my opinion, she didn't. Now, being that I know, like Jay Trent said, being that I know what I'm going to get when I scroll, see Tea Time Live, type in, look up in the box, there's Corey Fat, cross-eyed, stinking ass, and I go up there, that means I'm ready for whatever now.
What you doing?
Because T should have, the reason T got what I gave her is because she should have been shut the shit down. And I think I said it out loud. I said, you should have been shut this shit down. You should have been stopped him from doing this. And then I won't have to do this. So that's the anger that I have with Tea Time. Because she should have been done it. But again, I keep coming back. Because I can handle myself for more.
So you saying you don't want her to platform Corey at all? Is that?
She should have been put the boundaries in place that he can't do that.
She did. She do. He's a grown man. He's not listening to her.
The boundary would be You say you called. First of all, you can argue with the female. Wait till she insults you. A lot of these motherfuckers running around here rampant too. Keyona is one of them. She may come off on you first, Corey. Just wait. If she comes off on you first, light her ass up, and that'll be my rules. And I wouldn't even have a problem with that. Because if you can dish it, you can take it.
Hey, Keyona, before we get too far off the topic, I wanted to respond to J Trend.
Was that for me? I couldn't see who it was for, but thank y'all for giving the host in the panel.
I hope I pronounced her name right. So, J Trend, I see what you're saying and I understand your perspective, right? But I want to roll it back. So, I don't know if you remember when people were boycotting Bud Light because of the type of person they had doing their advertising, or back when they were boycotting Target because they were selling a certain type of children's clothing. I'm saying a certain type because I don't want to
talk next after Lala, y'all. Okay.
I don't want to set the red flags off for TikTok, right? But they were selling it, right? So people were boycotting it. While that did not directly affect me, let's be honest. I like to go to Target. I like a little ice cold Bud Light every now and then, okay? Though it did not directly affect me of who they were using to advertise or the type of clothing Target was selling, I still participated in the boycott because I did not like what they were doing, right? So I say that to say this. It's the same thing like with a restaurant, or even like a kindergarten class, or back to my, homeowner's insurance illustration. Even while somebody is not directly affected, they can still be indirectly affected. Right? So like if something happened, like I'll just use Keyona for example. She's a business owner, right? Say one of her employees is discriminatory toward a client, right? That's not really necessarily Keyona's fault, but her business will be faulted or the reputation will be affected because of someone else's actions.
Honestly, I don't think she look at it as a business though.
But
that's the reason why she can continue to have the mindset of don't blame me, don't bring your ass over here being sensitive, because I think she look at it as it's my house, my virtual home, and the gala is my virtual party, my virtual adult prom, and you motherfuckers join in or join out. I don't know what to tell you, but that's why I know that video she did. What the fuck can you do with that? There's nothing you can't sell that. Why put it on a billboard? You can't do anything with that. It's not.
Keyona, can I respond to her real quick? Lala, was you done?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
And then Stormzy.
So I understand what you're saying, but just like you mentioned, like you had a choice to include yourself in that boycott. You had a choice of Target. You had a choice to stop drinking that certain beer. We have a choice to not go in that room if we see what's going on. Like, if y'all don't, that's just my thing. Like, if I don't like something, I'm not going to go in that room, period. Like, just like with, it's just don't go in the room. You already know how she run. And my thing is, you can't tell, like, Keyona can't come in my house and tell me how to raise my kids and how to run my household and how to train my dogs. Like, if you don't like it, Keyona, don't come through my door.
Right.
That's just how I see it.
I understand that perspective too.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But why is it that when something pop off, the first thing people says is, what did she do? So neither one of y'all then feel like what happened on Saturday or yesterday was a problem?
Oh, I'm not saying you make that clear. I'm not saying it wasn't a problem.
It was.
Who said that?
Was a huge problem. I did. I think it's a huge problem. And again, I'm going to go, this is where I kind of straddle the fence, and I hate being a fence rider.
Hold on 1 second. Let Stormzy talk over it before you log off. Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Stormzy.
I kind of somewhat lost my train of thought. That's what I was trying to get.
Girl, you keep learning your train of thought. What you smoke? What do you smoke, child?
I be smoking that green stuff.
I see.
But I try to pitch it, but I don't like interrupting people, so I just try. You
gotta dive in over here, honey. You gotta dive in because you be sitting in the box so long. I think she be at work. Like, what she be doing? You gotta dive in, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I just basically got off work really. But I was what I was basically saying earlier before I got home was that looking at how everything spiraled out over there is like people that are familiar with her space. You should know better. Like you already know what's gonna go down in there. You already know you're gonna, if you when you have a different amount or you try to, correct the host or something like that, you're gonna get called out. You're gonna get dragged. So people that are familiar with that space, you should know not to go back over there. Okay,
broke up. We got
like it's like you said, if you I forgot who said it, I don't know if it was Lala, but it's like she said it's like, when you're running a business or either Atlas too, it's like when you're running a business and you call yourself a business owner, you got a name for yourself, and you don't want to smear your name, or you don't want others to smear your name. You want good reviews, basically. You want good reviews. You want to hear people talk good about your business.
right.
So my thing is like,
So you're saying even though it is a bit, even though what I'm trying to say, even though they have responsibility for going in her room, she still need to take it serious because it is her business. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Okay.
So I felt like,
Let's
I feel like she can, but she just doesn't want to. I'm then going back to how I see it.
I think we should bring some exemplary measures to the table. Okay, let's look at Kyrie Irving, for example, right? The moment Kyrie Irving...
everybody don't watch sports.
Okay, well, let's look at, let's say, Kai Cenat, right? The moment Kai Cenat had that giveaway in New York and, that giveaway incited that riot, he could have got charged for that due to the fact that everyone was coming out there based off of his word and his platform. Therefore, he had to take a certain level of accountability for that. Right. That's no difference than a TV show host who allows a certain show to be aired and then something take place after that show, right? There's numerous examples of these different things. So when you're putting your face out there in a certain image of this, streaming and stuff like that, then yes, you have to take a certain level of accountability for things that is taking place, or at least learn how to read the room and know when to intervene to cut a topic off or change the subject. That's what a lot of these, Montel Jordan, one of them Montels.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Atlas. Montel Jordan is a singer. Montel Williams is a talk show host.
Okay, Montel Williams. Okay, so when you dealing with the show, like the host has to know when the levels are getting out of control or getting high when they have guests appearing on the show, right? So they got to know when to intervene, when to let things get hot, when to let things, and then when to simmer shit out. You got to know when to simmer. The problem with messy TikTok, a lot of people don't know when to simmer.
True.
Everybody just think the water's supposed to boil out the pot. Like, no, sometimes you got to turn that fire down and let that shit simmer.
That is true. How you doing today, Montez, Miami? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get Laurie. I'm sorry, Laurie. How you doing, Laurie?
You just be doing me so wrong, Keyona. I'm just playing. Good morning. I don't think a host is responsible for their panel. However, I do think you can control your room in whatever. You have to have boundaries. Mm-hmm. Whether it's at work, at home, like the people that go on that panel and act the way they do, I'm quite sure they do not act that way at work. They do not act that way at church. They do not act that way in other areas that they go to. They do it because there are absolutely no boundaries established, and they know, just for an example, and not that you was wrong, Keyona, just for an example, you said, when I catch so-and-so, I can't remember who, if I catch him over there on Manny, I know Manny gonna let me do it. You already know what you can and can't do in the company of other people. If somebody came to my house and jumped on my couch, I'm not finna let them come back over for Sunday dinner next week. So if I came up here and I just cussed everybody out in the panel, and then you let me keep going, and tomorrow I came and did the same thing, guess what? I'm gonna keep on doing it because I know you're gonna let me do it.
That's what I said. I said, well, if you know they cut up, why do you have the same old characters cutting up? Why don't you even try to build up some new characters and tell the old characters you can't come up here?
That's what I'm saying. Why would you allow that? Like, you're not gonna come over my house, tear my house up, and leave. I'm gonna clean it up and then tell you, and then open the door again tomorrow.
Exactly.
Because some things is just out of line. Okay, the fussing and cussing, and some things is funny, true enough. But some things are out of line. If I just came up here and yelled out a slur and dropped, when I come tomorrow, you gonna be like, girl, you ain't coming up here with that.
What I told Poozy, I'll tell you the first sign of you about to say anything homophobic, I'm dropping you on your motherfucking head and you will never come back. Didn't I say that? You set those boundaries in the sand right there and there once you know that person is capable of doing that.
And you see she didn't do it. She did not do it.
Thank you. Exactly. So, go ahead, Montez.
Good morning, everybody. I think this is such a good conversation. I'm enjoying it. Key, I love you already know I love you down. We got our own little thing going on.
Right.
But I think we all gonna agree to disagree. We all gonna see it a different way. And none of us are really gonna and none of us are really gonna get each other to understand each other's points. But I like the examples that are being set. I like how everybody just getting a chance to say what they feel. And I just think it's different when you hold in a panel. Like, some of us could all speak on what we would do, but we haven't held a panel to see what it feel like to be in a panel and people going crazy. You got all the boxes open and you got these same people coming in and no one's doing nothing. On certain topics, okay, I can understand if people going back and forth. But what most of us are trying to say is that if someone on a panel is continuously being disrespectful, being rude, then it's up to the host to get that person out of there. And some of us are making these big analogies, but at the end of the day, it's about, if I'm holding a panel, which I've never done, most of us that are commenting haven't done, it'll be a different feel. And I just think this really big one that we talking about with Diamond was that homophobic stuff. Yeah, he got into it with Corey on T Live, and she didn't have to. People say, "Oh, he a grown man, you can't handle it." That's true in the real world, but on this TikTok and the panels, I think that people should feel like, hey, this is my panel. I should be telling people don't do that. That's not right. But mostly, if it's homophobic, kids with special needs, the host does need to stop that. It's not right. And yes, we are all grown. Yeah, we all grown. But at the end of the day, if we holding a panel, we have to hold people accountable, grown or not. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to be long-winded, but thank you, Key.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, and can we talk about? Can y'all educate me on xenophobia, please? Because I'm a very intelligent woman, but y'all come up with new rules every day on what's acceptable and what's not.
That's outside of my realm, so I'm gonna go ahead and listen. I'll drop down.
Okay. Because I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't want. One thing I won't do is talk about something I don't know what I'm talking about. But and Alexandria ain't gonna come over here and talk about it because I don't want to hear her smart ass fucking mouth. She don't interest me at all. But I want to know.
You're not wrong for that because I don't like. She does too much. And when she makes a comment, she always has to put down. When she talks, she always has to put down people. When she thinks she's the smartest person on this app. Yeah, she does too much. I don't know what that word. I know she called. Even though I don't care for Drop Queen too much, I know that's your friend down, but
That's my girl. What happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she when she was over, she used to drop everybody, and I know it was a game, but she did not like to hear anybody's opinion. When she's more different because she know you don't roll like that. But like you said, Diamond kind of lets people do exactly what they want to do on her. And so she did not like anybody's opinion, nobody's opinion. If it went against hers, she would drop you. Or if it was just she wouldn't let you talk. I only seen you over there maybe a couple of times. Over on Diamond's panel back then, but when Drop Queen didn't like what you had to say, you're out of there.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's why. How you think she got up to $6,000? It wasn't like she was giving gifts, just to say, "Here, Diamond, here's the money." No, that was all drop money. She was dropping people for she was dropping, so she would even pay $200 to keep somebody off the panel because she didn't like anybody's opinion. See, you don't play that over in your panel, so you're just a different person. But yeah, a lot of people wouldn't have let her, but Diamond lets anybody on the panel, and if she's getting hurt, she lets you do what you want to do, basically. And so yeah, Drop ran it about 6 to 8 months. She would just drop people on a daily basis. If she didn't want to hear from you, you were dropped.
Wow. Damn. Well, baby, now we don't run it like that. We don't run it like that, not over here. Look, I've been trying to see if what happened this morning hit any of the blogs. Thank you, God, it did. Thank you, God, it did.
Yeah, when I came in this morning, I seen you was clicking off, and I'm like, what? I just could see on your face you was upset about something, and when I came in, you were dropping, so I didn't know what had happened.
It had got ugly. So what's going on with Snapper and James, y'all?
Yes, Poozy got her information. Why don't you have her information? Because the internet told her to not talk to me. That is not the right answer. You might have her information.
Somebody just inboxed me saying that Snapper needs some resources. So I'm like, what? I don't know James and Snapper. But now I'm seeing Chasing Pillows done posted.
My text her called her. She's not responding to me.
Do anybody know what's going on with James and Snapper?
Her newest page is Loafers Kenny. There she go right there. There goes Snapper right there. She jumped in and jumped out. Look.
Say that you know these people.
Get up here, Snapper.
I'm gonna let her go. I'm not gonna be here long. It's because y'all kind of answered the question. Hey, everybody. Hey, James. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh, Shay was just in here, so she must know.
I was coming up to say, Snapper just needs to get her own place. But the problem why it's hard for her now is because you've been laying a pipe to her. I don't care how much women say that they can disconnect from it. After a while, if they might can do it at the beginning, but after a while they'll start having feelings. So it's not normal for women.
It's the same thing, right? Right, Drop Queen?
Yes, because I knew what it was. Stop doing it, James. You're doing it on purpose. Then if you know it's gonna get
that's like you telling your husband. You and your husband.
That's not your wife. That's not your wife. That's your roommate.
So you mean to tell me your husband ain't gonna want to fuck on you and you still in the same house?
Oh my God, James.
He's not gonna do it. If he say we roommates, I'm living in one room, he in another, I'm not gonna allow him to do it. But she's kind of forced to do it because she's in your room. This is what I'm saying. I suggest for her to just get her own place because you've already said, even though I don't think you're gonna stand 10 toes down on it, if she get her own place and have another man, you're gonna lose your mind. But that's what she needs to do. If she wanna get you in place, that's what she needs to do. She needs to get her own place. ass, get a whole function and show your ass. Then you gonna get
James, you got a baby Draco. You missed it, James. You got a baby Draco.
Alright, what up, baby Draco? Alright, but
Brazilla sent that to you.
Alright, thank you, Brazilla. Hey, Drop Queen. One thing you right about, sis, is that she need her own place. But another thing you wrong about is that I can't be mad at Snapper if she got a new man.
You will.
Snapper ain't in love with me.
But I know how men are.
Listen, you don't know how men be.
Snapper is in here.
Whatever.
Yeah, she gonna come up here, but what I'm trying to tell,
your own place and show him.
what I'm trying to tell Drop Queen is
He gonna be coming brush your windows out. He gonna be coming cut that man tires.
James got some good wood, because I don't see how he getting on lady like that. I only see in the picture, her profile picture. She pretty.
if she ain't have all that energy to put into me, why the fuck would I get mad? She's gonna go put his energy into another motherfucker. That's how business her own shit.
Can you bring Snapper up, James? Can you put Snapper up here?
Where she at?
She in the comments. Snapper, come up.
She in the comments. Yeah, y'all women got the game fucked up.
You know what? Pause that real quick. This can't be happening. Like, these people are really crazy. Like, don't you know this is the same story that unfolded months ago, and Snapper already left James? In fact, Braid King helped Snapper supposedly leave James, and then Snapper went back to James. So this is the second or third time that they're playing out this same event on live so people can help. Like, this is a repeating fucking. I don't like to do. I know the definition of insane is repeating the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. And this is literally repeating the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. Like, I don't get this shit. Something is like, I'm really starting to think that this is a parallel universe or something. I'm serious.
She ain't much pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant. I think
How old are they?
Well, this is his 11th child.
They not hoping for a different outcome, Atlas. They hoping for the same outcome, which is exactly what happened, which is a money grab. But I'm gonna be quiet.
But that's what I was going to ask you, Atlas. Do you think, because it seems like the last month, the men are coming in to get, even though they've already always have crowdfunded for James off and on when with Diamond. And so then he stepped out when she told him he couldn't come back. And so he's been back and forth. But I do think this is a money grab, because they did it before when they got into it.
They're pacifying ignorance, because think about it. James, he went and said that, you know, he was going to put them outside to see if they can survive in the wilderness. He went and said he's been trying different forms of attention. And now with this whole pimp James and Section 8 pimp or whatever the hell he calling himself now, like, this shit is starting to look asinine and redundant, and it's making us collectively look like this is the shit that we accept, right? Collectively, it looked like this is the stuff that we're saying is okay in our community. Is this the ideal image that we want to represent our men or as a relationship or a household? Is this our normal household now?
It's not normal. I don't know if people think it's funny or what, but there should not be anybody supporting that man. I don't think anybody should be silenced, but nobody should be supporting his nonsense or trying to reason with him or anything of that nature. He's been the same person. He's going to be the same person. Hey, so anybody trying to reason and talk knowledge is pointless.
They just had him. They just a year and a half ago, they was teaching him how to read on this app. Just less than 8 months ago, Snapper was saying how he don't wipe his ass. And what are we talking? Like, come on, man. I'm tired of being the only one that remember the bullshit, and I gotta sit here and watch this shit play out all over again. Man,
Alex, wasn't you around when he abused his child online?
Yes,
it was a big old
canceled him. Remember, they canceled James at one point.
Hey, Karma King.
That's what I'm saying. Is the bad behavior is being rewarded.
It's not a fucking new character. He's just a old character in a new place and time or some shit. Like, I don't even know how to explain this shit to y'all. Watching this shit keep repeatedly unfold.
It's the same.
It's almost like got my stomach hurting because it almost shows that we gonna fall for anything. Like we just keep falling for the same shit.
Yeah, just like they sit and let Trina sit on the panel and give out advice. How? How? What kind of fool do you have to be to allow Trina to sit on a panel and give advice? And I'm not wishing a bad for Trina, but I'm just saying your time should be spent somewhere other than a TikTok panel.
Right. And if they were to collectively say, Trina, we're not letting you on panel, that might encourage her to get a job, but hey, whatever.
Or at least her own page. And I'm just telling y'all, I don't do lives. I make 5 figures a month on TikTok, and I have a corporate job that I have been in the same field for 30 years. You don't have to be a buffoon on TikTok to try to get $2. Right. If she at least held her own live or did content creating, okay, that's one thing. But just to be a buffoon for the sake of cash app grabs or whatever, y'all keep saying Trina's so intelligent. Okay, and like,
well, she does. She's on her live. She goes on her live.
Intelligence comes with your actions. Like intelligence doesn't just come with being able to talk, right? Intelligence comes with applying this to your life and benefiting from it, right? So the concept of somebody having a badass body without the house to put it in is asinine in itself. Like
yesterday I was listening to them, Trina, your body T. I'm like,
exactly. And it's not smart to beg on TikTok for 3 years. That's not something that highly intelligent person does. I'm sorry. Y'all could call it crowdfunding to be polite, but it's begging.
It's begging.
And I'm tired of them begging.
What our parents used to say
but
back in the day.
She used to beg. She used to do that even when, because nobody knew that she was actually living with that 65-year-old white T man. And remember, he put he had all the pictures of her house, and it was garbage, 10 inches in the air, and she had her and her daughter living like that. So I don't remember her ever having a job, an actual 9 to 5.
On the other side of TikTok, they had that shit floating around because that man did a video and he showed Trina tearing up his pictures, tearing up all the stuff in the house, throwing the trash around, saying that she was going to leave it like that. Like, I don't know about y'all, but
she was with him for 6 years.
I remember.
I ran across Trina. The first time I seen Trina was, I don't know if y'all know about this. It was a man named John, and she has stole his money. That's how I ever seen Trina for the first time. So I don't think the things that she does, like steal TVs from hotels and stuff like that, y'all need to stop saying she's so smart. Y'all really do. And don't try to use it as an excuse for mental health either.
I'm not going to use it as mental health, but to be honest with you, she is very smart, but I'm not going to sit here and judge her for the bad things that she's doing, even though she's 30 years old and she's going through a lot of stuff. And she's, to me, she's a child. She's a child to me. So I'm not
going through a lot of things. I mean, with some of us in our generation, we were out at 18, 19 years old with our own place and stuff. She has done a lot of bad stuff to a lot of people. And if you give her money and she get that money that next day, if she don't like something you say, she will cuss you out.
But you don't have to give her no money. People actually
but I have though. But
I'm sorry,
thinking no, I'm not saying sorry, but it's just it's not right. And to think that she can go off on her mother, cuss her mother out, but she has a daughter. What is her daughter gonna say when she turned 18 years old or 16, 15? Nobody's looking at to see how unstable her daughter is.
You're right, and you're right. No one knows how unstable her daughter is. But if Trina wouldn't have never came on this internet, on TikTok, and told us what was going on in her personal life, we would have never known that she cursed her mother out. Now, nobody is perfect, and I know what she's doing is dead wrong, and she's crowdfunding or whatever. But if I'm not giving her any money, I cannot get mad at the people that do give her money and her on TikTok crowdfunding every day. That is her problem. She's
But
gonna have
even with her mom, even with her mom, she had been talking about her mother for a long time. First, it was she didn't have a mom, so she crowdfunded for that, saying that her mother was passing. Come to find out, that was a god mom or something. And then even when her mother paid for the trip for her to get home, and even before she was in her mother's car, she was going off about her mother. She was talking about her like a dog, and almost trying to create a scenario saying that her mother's going to take her daughter away. She just know it. And then lo and behold, the next day, she's then kicked the mom door down, and then she got $1,000 for that.
And also, I just want to add, when you guys say, well, I'm not going to judge this person, I'm not going to judge, we all judge people. If I came on here today and I said, Keyona is the best real estate agent in Georgia, I'm judging her. But we only hate it when we say judge in a negative light. We judge every single day what type of friend a person is, what type of husband a person is, what type of coworker a person is. And again, this app is rewarding bad behavior daily.
And what can we do about it?
What I do is I'm going to keep saying how I feel about it, and hopefully other people will catch on and get a clue, because it's not funny, it's not cute, and everybody needs to, like, as soon as somebody think they don't have enough money for the light bill, they posting up a meme, writing a note in a story, please help me, I don't have enough. I'm trying to figure out when pride went out the window. When shame went out the window and people actually worked for being an adult. 30 years old is not a child. That's a fully grown adult.
Yeah, she's grown. Yeah, you're right. But what are we going to do about it?
We all have problems.
Do about it as a community. We heard what you're going to do about it, but what can we do about it as a community to get her from doing what she do to other people that have a big heart and likes to give?
We can stop platforming.
To do anything because she continues to get money all the time.
She got her own platform and she do go live and she makes money on her own platform.
Yeah, by telling
the most
a
money
story
on the big platforms. She makes the most money on the big platforms.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're right. I can't argue with that.
Oh, I think she's funny. I think, if she put herself in a situation where she is smart, in my opinion, and she can make a killing. She don't have to ask for money here. She just doesn't have the drive, I guess. And I guess I wouldn't either if I was getting paid daily or weekly by people that she pulled on their heartstrings.
Yeah, you're right.
But for the ones who actually need it, she makes it bad for them.
You do. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. So now Snapper and James, y'all think finna come up on a lick.
Well, do anybody know when the baby's due?
It's the whole thing about this is like, it's making it bad for the people that really want to ask for help, because now people are scared to ask for help because of the way that they're being treated from the people who are pretending to help them, right? And then for the people that, really want to help people, it's hard to really help people because so many people are taking advantage of the ones who want to really help people. But with that being said, we're not going to look at this and try to put the bad spin on it. I am currently going through the process of the 501c and currently getting 12 acres of land. So that way I can open up the door for more opportunities for us as a collective. Now, we all know this is about unity and being able to sit in spaces even when you are uncomfortable. We have to be willing to have those uncomfortable conversations, because it is those uncomfortable conversations that build character.
Somebody said I need to snap and get away from her. You didn't want to talk about this one earlier because I think, ain't this the guy the lady was bringing up earlier? Ain't this what she was talking about with the baby? Say Alice.
With the baby situation?
Ain't that who they was talking?
No, this is not that one. That's a whole different topic.
Who was that?
That's a whole different topic. This one is that would be talking about a 6-month-old and breaking the hip. That's a whole different topic. I ain't even gonna touch that one. Like I say, these different ways that we go about communicating is based off of, like what you said, being able to have the uncomfortable conversation, or at least being able to sit in the room and hear some uncomfortable shit. You know, we can't close us from understanding these different things, you know. And it's not saying that we got to sit down with the monsters. No, we're supposed to cast out the monsters. But if we don't never sit down, we never know who the monsters is, because the monsters are doing a great job of wearing our faces.
Right. Well, y'all, all I can tell you is this. James needs y'all to hand him some money, so go over there and help James out, y'all. Y'all going over there?
No. No. What do you need money for?
Hell. What James need? Snapper I moved out, so I can't need money because she moved out?
Snapper moved out. Yeah, she's trying to get help from people. James supposedly burned her clothes or got rid of her clothes or whatever. So, and this is based off of his own infidelity. Like, he's saying, am I talking too fast?
No, you fucking
all right, let me slow it down.
He burned the lady clothes.
Yeah, he I guess the Section 8 comes in his name, so because the Section 8 comes in his name, he's saying if Snapper want to do what she want to do, then she need to get her own place. As long as it's his place, he gonna do what he wants to do, but still expect her to do her duties of giving him sex, because they live in the same house, and when a man wants it, he should be able to get it, type of deal.
Yeah, he did say that.
Also, Alice, right quick. Sorry, Alice. Also, it all started Monday when James tried to get his daughter to fight that lady. They got on live, and he tried to get his daughter to fight that lady. It was, right when Diamond was doing her live, he got on live, and it was going back and forth with each other, and had his daughter in the camera sitting in the chair. And it was going back and forth in the house because he tried to get his daughter, to fight this pregnant lady.
A pregnant lady?
Yes. This was all happened on Monday. But let me go back in the comments to be that third commie cousin.
So he wanted his child to fight Snapper?
Yes, he did. It happened, on Mad Day, as they call Monday a Mad Day. Yes.
What for?
I think the daughter's 13.
I think his daughter like 13. Yeah, she a teenager. Because she was being disrespectful to her name Snapper. She's very disrespectful because James said they said that James let his that's what people say on TikTok, that he let his daughter disrespect this lady. She could say whatever, the kids can say whatever she wants to her. Can go around the house and say, this is my house, you don't live here, you can leave it if you don't like it here, lady, you're not my mother, and all that. Yeah, whole bunch. But he said he was gonna get his 13-year-old to fight this lady, and if she hits his daughter, he's gonna call the cops on her and put her in jail. If I'm lying, you can sue me.
James.
I'm gonna get back into the comments.
Okay. I don't know what y'all gonna do with Buddy.
Y'all know why your face look like that.
But that's a big merch.
James is disrespectful, though, to women in general. He's very disrespectful.
Now, to like me personally, like, and this is nothing to do with the conversation, but personally, like, we not gonna be in the same house with each other if we constantly using verbal language, because how you start off talking to somebody determines the degree that you're going to go to when you're mad, right? So if we start off our relationship with already the disrespect, cursing at each other and using curse words, what's the level when you mad that you're going to go to if we already opened the door to normalize that type of conversation?
I don't know if I agree with that, because me and we gets it in. We gets it in. I wish the fuck I would act like me and him be talking like we got. I'm just gonna be real with you. Me and my husband talk to each other sometimes like homeboys in the street. And I love that for us. I love because I be damn
y'all been together. Y'all almost look alike. Y'all probably been together so long.
Jesus. we've been together forever. I've been knowing that Sap Serving Thanksgiving to be 29 years, but I've been with him for Christmas, around about Christmas time be 15. We've been as an actual couple. Lord Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, he don't got
This goes back to what I'm saying. Why are we supporting, not we, why are y'all supporting nonsense? Nobody should have been over on his page. Nobody should have been giving him a gift. He needs to be in his own little world and silenced over there.
Right.
But when he does go online, it may be 5 people on his platform, so he doesn't get traffic. But when it's something big, but when something big happens, people do run over there. When something with him and his girlfriend, when they go through it, they do run and see what's going on and try to stop them.
I ain't gonna lie, James remind me, and that's why I don't really do James, because James remind me of the neighborhood that I grew up in called Shaw Street. He remind me of a lot of people over there that I grew up with, like certain families. The whole family looked a certain way, act a certain way, talked a certain way. You know what I mean? Everybody in the house got a check because
you know why? Because that's and in reality, that's the reality of it is we don't create our realities, we create our habits, and our habits create our realities. So you can only imagine, you know, what habits he was brought up on, because this is what creates our reality. Our habits. And for him to be walking around in a Section 8 house talking about I'm a pimp, and I pay for 70-year-old pussy, that mean you a John. You not a pimp if you paying for the pussy. You pimps usually have women who go out and make the money for them, and then they come back and bring it to them. If you taking them the money, you a John, you a Joe. But that's neither here nor there. The idea.
You know that man is slow, don't you?
But the idea of his image, yes, for entertainment purposes, I can see people going over there for the entertainment factor, but for how they are affecting the collective and, you know, coddling it, like check that shit, especially even when he called Snapper a B today. Like, check that shit. Y'all always say, like, y'all don't like when we call y'all this, and y'all, it's selective on who can say it because, oh, James didn't mean nothing by that shit. No, it shouldn't matter who's saying it. We should be checking this shit every time we hear it, because right is right and wrong is wrong.
Wow.
People was over there giving him money, sending him cash out money earlier, so he should have some money now. He should be good.
Yeah, he got big gifts and everything sent his ass today.
He just as smart as y'all say Trina is.
Great. Great. Now Trina is intellectually smart. I will give her that. But I think, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Trina is under a spiritual, whether it's an attack or whether it's self-inflicted spiritual, like, when you done people so fucking wrong and now it's time for you to sow some shit. But what's going on with Trina is definitely spiritual, because no one in their right mind or in their right spiritual being would listen to people say all these horrible things about them, about what they need to do with their life, and still not make one. Like, Trina don't make one motherfucking step. She don't put the left foot before the right foot, or the right foot before the left. She don't do now one, no bitch. She don't do now one. She just hop on the app.
Yep.
Get in the
panel. Entitlement?
Yeah, she just get in the panel and talk cold cash shit. And so I'm like, that tells me it's more spiritual than it is physical with her. I just don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying, somebody who's, you know, cussed out and pissed her off. Was like, bitch, I'm going to show you. And I did something to her. Or I don't know what it is, but it's definitely spiritual. It's definitely spiritual. Matter of fact, somebody did to my daughter like that. My daughter was, that's why I kid you not, that's why I kind of gave Trina a pass, because it's like somebody did my child like that. And I knew someone had, you know what I'm saying, messed with my baby spiritually. But like I said, you know what? I know, because they asked me running around doing the same. Only thing Trina's not doing that my child was doing was this, my baby was like, I guess because I raised her spiritual, but she was like into church or whatever. She was on TikTok religiously. Like I was like, you got to go. You don't want to wash no dishes. You don't do nothing. Out that door you go. If you go TikTok. I mean, she would sleep the phone on her head like this on TikTok. She was into TikTok. I mean, and thank God she didn't know nothing about these type of panels here. Lord Jesus. I probably would have embarrassed her though. But she would just TikTok all day, all night, all day, all night. And she didn't want to do nothing with her life. And she's very smart, very this, very that. And I got to pray and I got to work. I was like, whoever did this to my child, that shit gonna come back on them so goddamn hard. And I had an idea who did it. And just as sure as you're born, they ass to walk around doing the same thing. And so that's why I say I believe Trina, I believe hers is like spiritual.
Your daughter should apply for that lawsuit, because they have it to where if your child is acting different once they got on the app and going through certain depressions or certain situations, they are paying. It's a lawsuit out on TikTok right now about that.
She definitely would fit it, because she changed. Like once she found TikTok, she changed. Because my daughter was very book home. She would do her homework, her friends' homework, everybody's homework. I was like, you getting paid, ain't you? She's like, no, Mom. I'm like, turn this shit into a hustle. Since they don't want to do their work. But once then, she didn't want to do nobody work, not hers, not nobody's. And I was like, this is weird. She didn't want nothing to do with work. Nothing. She didn't want to work. She didn't want to do shit. And it was pissing me off.
Also, another thing people need to realize on this app is most of the people in need, money is not their solution. It's not their solution. It's not going to actually help the situation. It's just buying time.
Right.
Because if you're financially irresponsible, it doesn't matter if you got $10 or $10,000. You're going to be wasteful with it. Because I remember when K-Dub, I believe she raised about $4,000 for Trina in a week or something. And so that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, money is not the solution. It really is a hindrance for a lot of people.
I definitely agree. Yeah, like I said, my daughter said it wasn't money either. Like soon as she realized she had exhausted everything, and everybody was like, not. She went. That's when she went to that shelter, and they, got her a job or whatever. Got her 18 months in her own place. Then she went back to college. She graduated in May.
And I also believe some people are ungrateful. They are very ungrateful. They take people for granted. They act as if that's what the person's supposed to do.
You owe them something.
Yeah, like you owe them something. I don't know why they do it. They act like somebody owed them something. Nobody don't owe a grown person anything. That's your job to get up and do it. I don't know.
90s kids are very entitled.
Yeah.
And the 2000s too. I think the 2000 kids are worse.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say it. We broke society. We broke society, and here how we wanted to make an easier life for the next generation, and the problem is we made it too easy, right? Because we went through it hard. parents put so much on us. We said, you know what? We're going to give our generation everything that we don't got, all the toys we ain't got, all the love we ain't have. And somehow that spoiled them in a sense of their mind to think that they are above right and wrong. And now our youth is running the households and society more than we want to give credit to it. I know when I heard Joe Rogan, you say what?
You ain't lying. Because that's exactly what I call myself doing. I call
and a lot of parents are scared in the household now. Like there's a lot of kids walking around like kids have rights too, you know? And then there's a lot of parents walking around scared to even chastise their kids because of everything that society is pushing. Like, you know, there's heavy conversations about whether spankings are right or wrong. Like how someone decide to chastise their child in their household should have limits to it, but we're preparing them for a society that's taking advantage of people that is not strong-minded and able to stand on their own, you know? So the preparations for this new society, now we're not talking about 25 years ago, we're talking about this society that we're living in today, where you can get scammed just sitting in the comfort of your own home. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even safe answering your own phone. Yeah. You know, so we're not living in the same society that we used to live in. So we can't expect to raise the same way that we used to raise because we're preparing them for a society that we wasn't even prepared for. Right. And that's the problem. It's like we're not changing as time advances. We're not allowing our mind and the proper change to take place in the education system to advance with the society that we're moving into.
We think our kids are too good for a butt whooping.
Well, I don't agree with spankings, but I do think the problem is a lot of parents raise their children to be very spoiled and sent them out into the world, and then they don't know how to react the first time somebody tell them no.
And I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of with my baby boy. He's 18, and I'm guilty. My oldest is 26, and I didn't treat them any different. But when it comes to being spoiled, I really spoiled my baby boy, and I gotta admit I did that. Whatever he want, I did for both of them. But now that my 22-year-old moved out and got his own place and living his own life, my 18-year-old just graduated this year. I got him spoiled, and it's my fault. But he's in college now, and I miss him so much because I got him spoiled, and it's my fault.
So what has him being spoiled? How has it dealt? Because some people got their kids spoiled, and their kids still turn out to be good people now.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's not disrespectful at all, and he's very respectful. So he don't treat me bad or anything, or his father bad or anything. He respects us both, but it's just that I got him spoiled. What I did for my 26-year-old when he was a baby, or when he was younger, or that age when he was 18. My 26-year-old when he was 18, he pretty much was working and doing his own thing then, you know, and going to school at the same time. But my baby boy, he haven't worked yet. It's because I don't know. It's just a different world. I don't know why, but I spoiled him, and it's my fault, and I regret it.
I spoiled mine too. I did. Yeah. I thought I was, I thought like, listen, all the things I worried about and had to think about, I didn't want them to do, and they always said, instead of giving, I learned this too late. Instead of giving your children what you didn't have, teach them what you didn't know.
You're right.
Yes, that's I love that quote. I heard that a few years ago. Absolutely true.
Yep, that's true.
I wish I had her. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. I wish I had her. It's so many things. Do y'all ever, as parents, ever look back on your life and say, okay, this is some stuff I wish I had known. I would redo as with parenting. I ain't gonna lie. If I could redo parenting, I would definitely make sure that my children woke up on good energy. Y'all see how I be trying to set the atmosphere in the morning? Mm-hmm. I ain't lying, man. Do that. Now let me ask y'all, can y'all give me some feedback on that? For those of you who really tune in every morning, like as soon as I start, does it help?
Yes, I told you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Because I be saying to myself, like, if I could have changed anything, I would have had them where they would have woke up to good energy, good sounds, good vibrations, good everything to set their day. To set their day up, because boy, when you go out, when you leave out that door, and don't get me wrong, yes, they going to school, but they still going to a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to a lot of people energy, and you don't know what's going on in other people's household. So I'm grateful to God that they didn't crash out. You know what I'm saying? I'm really grateful that they didn't crash out, because it's a lot of energy out there.
Yeah, I know my mom raised me ever since I was a teenager. If I wanted something, I had to show her half the money if I really wanted it. And that just taught me to work hard, you know, and I did the same thing with my kids. Like, of course, you buy them the necessities, but if you want something extra, this kind of purse or these kind of shoes that's $200 and $300, you know, show me that you got, that you really want it. And instead of just, okay, I think a lot of parents were in competition with other parents and other kids. That's what I saw. Because for my daughter, which is my youngest child, I was the oldest mom in her friend group. And a lot of those moms were competing with their own children because they were 15 and 16, you know, when they had them. So they sharing clothes, they acting the same, and they weren't very mature. Even though their children were in high school, they were, 30 years old, 32 years old at the time, and they trying to grow up together, and that's difficult as well.
Very difficult. A lot of people, I used to tell my kids, I didn't want to be in like me and my daughter, we have like a healthy competition. Like she graduates in May. And I even thought about, like, well, you know what? Me and Danny, we was talking. I was like, we ought to go, you know what I'm saying? I ought to go back to school real quick. And I said, shoot, I hustle real hard and babe, walk across the stage when she walked across the stage or whatever. Because we used to do that. And I used to always tell her, like, look, compete with me on something. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that always gave her a drive. Okay, Sunset. Rashid, get the fuck out of here.
Rashid doing that on purpose now.
Yes, he is. Can y'all block his goofy ass so I can just cuss him out in the street? Because clearly I can't cuss his ass out. Block his goofy ass. Goofy motherfucker.
If anybody see me going from room to room defending Keyona, just smack me, please.
Because, he keeps checking. Yes, we're still talking about Rhinestone. Yes, Rashid, we're still talking about her. And what the fuck are you going to do? Not a damn thing. But yeah, Tracy, wake them up on some good vibrations. And again, it don't have to be gospel music every morning. I tell anybody, Stevie Wonder's Ass is so good energy. Sounds of Blackness, optimistic. Keep Your Head to the Sky. I love those are songs that really have some like good energy. I'm gonna tell you another song that has good energy. Luther Vandross, the one he Take You Out Tonight. Those type of songs just bring a good vibration in the atmosphere. And then also learn, if your kids, you got them out there, they want to learn something, they want to do something, put something in their ear about learning, about money, about this, that, and the third. When I get in my money bag, I don't play nothing but songs that talk about money. I swear I do. All I play is 50 Cent's Have a Baby by Me and Be a Millionaire. I do. I literally play songs like that so I can stay in that atmosphere. But yeah, you said we're going to start tomorrow instead of waking me up first. Exactly. Yeah, don't wake them up on that because they could crash out.
Don't do it, Tracy.
Yeah, they could crash out. You just never know. That's why I had said, I was like, man, I don't want to have a platform where, you know what I'm saying, people tune into me and they mess around, we arguing and fussing, they go in their job, but went off on their employee because they took an argument they had on my panel on lunch break or whatever and went and crashed out. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to, do that. Not that I would be responsible, because we all, again, we talked about it earlier, we're all responsible for our own actions, but at the end of the day, if I'd rather help you.
You don't want to set that tone.
Yeah, I'd rather be like somebody saying, shoot, when I go in Keyona room, you know what I'm saying? Them people get on my nerve at my job, but I tune in to Keyona, them, they be having fun, talking shit.
Yeah, even like that Christmas, I was laughing so hard. My stomach was hurting. I was having so much fun. That was hilarious.
That was so fun to me. I see stuff like I like to cuddle. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't got but two modes, and I know that sound crazy, but I'm either all serious or I'm all silly. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. Either all serious and in business, or I'm all serious, ready to cut somebody out or whoop some ass, or I'm just completely a goofball. That's you know what I'm saying. And I'm cheesy, so I like games. I like, crazy stuff. Like I said, I stay watching game night and all this and that, planning game nights and stuff at my house. But yeah, I would set the tone. Hey, darling. Hey, righteous me. If I could turn back time, my kids would wake up to good vibrations every morning.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, and also, you parents with young children, also make sure that they have a actual bedtime and they preparing for the next day. Because I have my granddaughter, she's 7 over the summer. And that's one thing we did. My son, unfortunately, they don't have no structure for the kids, and he like, she ain't finna go to sleep at 8:30. She was sleeping every 8:30 every day and woke herself up every morning for camp. And if you just establish the guidelines, they will follow. They will easily follow and have a good day and rest peacefully. If you let them stay on the game all night till 1:00 in the morning, of course they finna be mad.
And that too, like I said, I always told, I wish I had to say, hey, Lola, baby. Okay. Hey, darling, who came in the room? Oh, Righteous Me came in. I told him every day, have a good day. God bless you. I love you. Be good. But I wish I had told him at night, have a peaceful sleep. Cause baby, sleep it's different variations of sleep.
Yeah, you can sleep and not rest. People don't get rest.
And
that's why they wake up angry, tired. Yep, I read her book every night, turned on some soothing music, and she was knocked out in 10 minutes by the time she closed her eyes.
Girl, let me tell you, I wish, again, if y'all got some babies out there, please put them on that type of routine. Put them on that good stuff. Tell them, even if you, and listen, for those of you who don't like prayers, make them babies say the same thing over and over again every day. I don't give a darn if it's I am beautiful, I am kind, I am important. I don't care what it is. Make them talk good things to themselves every single day. If you ain't into, like I said, some people are just not into Christianity. You know what I mean? And I don't knock nobody. But at least you can do is teach them to say some good stuff to themselves. Because, baby, this world gonna say some bad stuff to them. And the more they say it to themselves, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's good, Tracy. You got them going. You got them going good then.
Because a lot of people that's angry is because they fighting a battle within. It don't have nothing to do with their job, they work, they spouse. They just fighting a battle inside.
Exactly. But see, if you teach them those things as a child, it'll be habit when they get grown. Yes. So and even when you're here, it'll teach them to go inward when they have problems. You know what I'm saying?
One saying that I used to say to myself all the time is,
right, for hustle.
I used to tell myself, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. That's one thing that I tell myself all the time. When people start throwing shit at you to try to make you feel less of a person, and they try to say, why should you be so boastful, or why should you feel good about yourself? Like, I always remind myself that the image of myself should be greater than what reality is putting on me.
I was going to ask you that because you're one of those people like myself, like Drop, the app give you a hard time. And how do you be handling it? Like when people be talking shit, and like I said, I apologize for even letting people come up in, but I done got in like, hey, this is home, y'all. Y'all can't come up in this box and cuss this man. Nah, it ain't going to happen over here. But I do apologize. I had let, one or two people do it, but why? How do you keep from snapping and stuff? Because as y'all see, the minute somebody be halfway saying something, like, what the fuck you talking about, bitch? How do you maintain?
I think mine's come from, like, having the patience because I worked at Bancroft Neurohealth working with autistic kids, you know? You don't know your level of patience until a kid throws some shit at you and you can't do nothing back, or, you know, until a kid, you know, is charging at you butt naked and you have to keep your, you know what I mean? Like, I was in the residential program trying to get these kids back into society. So I would have to literally take them to parks. I would have to take them to outings. I could take them on a speed line, and I had to pay attention to like their next move because people would get close to them and they would lash out at them. Not, you know what I mean? But I had to be able to read their body language to know when this one was about to go into an episode or when that one was about to. So I got to read like the characters of people. So coming out of that understanding of children, watching this take place in adults where you're watching these characters rise up out of them, whether it be greed, gluttony, lust, or anything of that nature, I come to the realization that what people say about me is not me. I can only define myself by either being that person that they want me to be or saying, so a lot of my physical battles, I don't even fight the way people think that I should fight. Like a lot of times people be like, why you respond to your baby mom like that? You just let her sleep with your brother. But it was how we go. Right. So how we go about responding also determines the outcome of that situation. And then also there's a level of guilt that you place back on somebody when you deal in kind, right? So when someone's coming at you and they're in the outrage and everything like that, and you really reflect it back to them by saying, hey, that's something you have to take up with yourself. I'm at peace with my actions and how I'm going about myself. You're going to have to become at peace with how I carry myself, for you're not the one that has to carry me. I have to carry myself. And then they have to take accountability for whatever, you know, they feel towards you. A lot of people are envious or jealous just of how you carry yourself. Oh, you talk like you got some sense. You act like you're intelligent. Like, people don't know that I came from Camden, New Jersey, one of the toughest places to come out of. Literally was the, you know, the murder capital for 3 years in a row. People don't know that my brother has, you know, 200 gang members up under him. Like, people don't know a lot of this shit. And I keep it that way due to the fact that my past should not determine who I am, and no one should judge me based off of the image of who they think I should am. Like, from how you meet me is how we are. You know what I mean? Like, this is how we should go about carrying each other, because a lot of times people are judging people based off of their past experience with someone of their kind. So it's like, they say, what zodiac sign are you? Oh, you are Aries? Yeah, I don't get along with Aries. Nah. Aries is, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we got to stop doing that, where we judge people based off of these titles or these locations or whatever, and just start allowing people to show you them, and then decide whether you accept them for their 50 shades of bullshit or not. So we all got 50 shades of bullshit. It's just whether you can get people that accept your 50 shades of bullshit.
Right.
Just learn to not take anything personal. Like, that's why I got the little lady doing yoga by my name. Like, I practice meditation. I just try to never take anything personal, because I know most people are projecting, and especially from these strangers, they upset with themselves.
Right. Well, tomorrow's topic, y'all, because I'm gonna log off this time for real. I just put another loan in. Lord, and I'm done. My shoulder hurt. I missed my massage on Tuesday, so I'm just gonna have to go ahead and get it on Thursday. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, that therapist. So I'm getting ready to go get me a massage, y'all. I know I need to go get my hair done, but I need to clean up before I put.
Hey, y'all have a good one. I gotta go into this dispensary. Love is love. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye, boy. Yeah, before I put that bust down back on, I'm just going today and tomorrow. I'm just gonna look a hot mess, because I'm gonna put that bust down on Saturday, and I'm gonna clean my house before I do any of that. But y'all be good. I'll see y'all at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Go ahead and subscribe, Rhonda. Go ahead and subscribe, baby. She said, wait, let's get that subscription.
Send out 10, Rhonda.
Yeah, look, send a Christmas present out. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all got me feeling so good with the subscriptions. Thank y'all so much.
Well, enjoy your massage and the rest of your day. I'll see you in the morning.
You too. Hey,
pay attention tomorrow.
Hit me on the back end. Hit me on the back end on IG though. Hit me on IG because I get a notification for IG. All these TikTok pages, I don't get notifications from because it's too many pages to keep up.
Okay, we'll do.
On IG. Okay, thank you.
See y'all.
I know we're almost at 400 subs. Maybe we should make that a goal for tomorrow. That we get to our 400 sub tomorrow. Y'all think we'll do it?
I think we'll do it.
I think we'll do it too. Her darling. Hey, thank you, Leisha. Did you grab your sub? Noelle, y'all grabbed your subs.
Let's play a game or something.
You did? Yeah. She said she did. Tiff, hit me on IG. Let me. Because again, I don't know. Just my IG right there. Hit me on IG. I don't get TikTok. Oh, you did immediately, Leisha. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. So yeah, y'all.
You gotta learn how to do your sound effects too.
Oh yeah, I was asking Keela to show me how to do. You know how to do that stuff, Lori? Girl, you definitely got. Look, Run the Crumb just sent one. Merry Christmas. Ken's Merry Christmas from Run the Crumb. Yes.
It's a little circle that you have to click before you can subscribe, Tracy. You can barely see it, but it's a little small circle that you have to click to agree to the terms.
Thank you, Leisha. She said I've been supporting you. Thank you.
Man, it's like almost everybody in here got their keys next to their name. Go, y'all.
I like that. You got a bunch of people with the keys. Y'all, Leisha, you coming to movie night? Y'all coming to movie night? It's gonna be you coming to movie night, Lori?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will be there.
I cannot wait for movie night. I'm kind of getting excited. I got it while I'm sitting here getting a massage. I got to think of some stuff to do.
Well, I'm gonna go down so you can sign off. I'll be listening right here.
Okay. Yeah. The movie starts at 8. Because it's gonna be sub only, y'all. So the movie starts at 8. Hey, Lola with the emotes. I love feeling welcome in your space. You are a true. Thank you. Thank you. I try, I know in the morning I'll be running, but I'll be saying to myself, I got to go and see who's coming in the room so I can say hello and welcome back. Because I want y'all to know I see you. I need a key next to my name. Who is this? Alva. Grab that sub. Grab that sub, Alva. Go and hit that subscription on. And Sandra, thank you for everything. Thank you. You are the real MVP. You came in the cut and just did your big one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of something that we could, when we had the virtual movie night, all the stuff that we can do, because it's going to be sub only. But yeah, back to me in the morning. You don't see the circle? Well, look, Tracy, keep coming in because people be sending out Christmas presents, honey. We be playing the Temptations and they'll be done sent you one. Just hang tight, baby. It's a star next to the comment button. Look, you see where it says comment and you see that little gold star? That's where you hit that button right there. Nothing but love for you too. But yeah, I be wanting y'all to feel. RSVP Lori sent one out. Yes, who got it? Alva, you got you one. See there? Thank you, RSVP. Yeah, I be wanting y'all to be seen in the morning, let y'all know, listen, have a great day. I want y'all to be, I want your day to be prosperous and wonderful. Thank you for coming by with Breakfast Tea with Key and kicking it with me. I know I look a mess. Alva, say thank you, Alva. Thank you, Lori. So in the morning, who is this? Come on. I love you down too. Hey, Rhonda. I love you down too, my test man. Hey, boo.
Hey, Keyona. I just want to quick say, I ain't gonna hold you too long, but I have to tell you this, Keyona. Keyona, every time I step into this room, my sis, you acknowledge me. You make me feel so welcome. I've been on this app for quite a while. I'm not a subscriber, baby. I do not subscribe. But and it is so important to me to feel welcome in a space. And I was just so inspired to subscribe. So you keep doing what you're doing, sis. Keep doing what you're doing. You make the people feel welcome, and I appreciate you. And I'm gonna get up on out of here. I just want to let you know, Round ain't no subscriber, but you got me, girl. You got me.
Get that subscription. Break your rule and subscribe, girl. We have good stuff. We don't just subscribe so you can come in here. No, the subscriptions is for like our movie nights, our contests, all of that stuff. That's what the subscription. We don't, because I told my team, what's the use of having people subscribe when I can stand on this outside of the room, not even come inside and look at your content? What's the benefit? I never understood that. Why would people subscribe to you and I can get the same exact thing that you're getting and I'm not even inside the room? I'm in the hallway. Do that make sense?
To me, subscribing means I want to support who I feel like truly wants to support me. You see what I'm saying? And when I come in this room, you put a big smile on your face. You welcome me, you know, and I love that about you. So I'm here to support, Keyona. I'm here to support. If I don't catch Nan's subscription only live, I want to support you because you're doing a good thing, Keyona, and I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, now if you could drop me out of here, one day I'm gonna learn how to do it myself. But
there you go. All right, I'm on the wrong page. There you go. All right, Nikki G, thank you. Check y'all thing. Y'all got subscription. Danny sent out subscription. Nola Sweet, you got a subscription. Go. You got one. Danielle Tab, there you go. My niece got one. Sunshine Vibrations, you got one. Thank Danny, y'all. Thank you, Danny Wanny. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad y'all love it here. I want y'all to know I see you, I feel you, and I wish all the wonderful things. I wish all the wonderful things that we have a good time over here with our badasses. Invite all smiles, okay? All smiles? Is that your name? Invite all smiles? Thank you for the subscriptions. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. Okay, Tracy. I'm going to go myself, but yes, y'all are bad. And somebody else just put something in the chat, said something about bad. So I'm trying to read and type and talk at the same time. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. For real. Thank you, baby. Yeah, y'all bad. Y'all some bad babies. Y'all be good. Everybody got their subs? How many we got now? Tracy got a sub! Thank you, Tracy. She figured that. See, that's when you know you want it. Thank you. That's when you know you want it. When you sticking around, trying to, is it most hated? Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, y'all gonna go, not you, little bills, because you know you the bomb.com, so you're not going to time out. So there you go. Okay, I'm trying to read. I'm gonna stop reading out loud because it sounds like I'm mixing my sentences up. Most hated, did you get one? Thank you so much for the sub. Thanks, Sunshine Vibrations. We're welcome to the family. And we love you having you here, Tracy. Thank you. Hey, Cree. Oh, well, just stick around. Come back tomorrow with listen, Christmas gifts be going out every day. I don't want to be by myself, not in timeout. No, you're not going to be in timeout. Definitely not. Look at those pretty emotes, y'all. We got some pretty emotes, too. Shout out to Chasing Pillows. We got some pretty emotes. So I was trying to cover up for the timeout because I know we did 3 hours this morning and I hopped back on. And I think we've done about 2 or 3. So I still gave y'all a full 5 or 6. Thank you for the wealth of knowledge, Key. You're welcome. Thank you. Hey, Nikki LaShawn. Welcome back, baby. Yes, look, what Sandra said, welcome to the family. Yes, she's so talented. Chasing Pillows is so talented. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetie pie. Hey, darling, how you doing? Let's see here. I'm trying to look at 2 screens. Bless it, God. Bless it, God. Let's see. So let me look at my subscriptions, chat. just want to let everyone know it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to agree to disagree. It's not about disagreeing. It's about how we disagree. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got 381. So, Lord, tomorrow on Friday, our goal is to get 19 subscriptions tomorrow, y'all. So, y'all be good. I'm fixing to go handle some business. Love y'all. See you in the morning. God bless. Be good, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry to tell y'all, like I used to tell my kids, God bless y'all. Y'all be good. Have a great day. All right.